Bucks. I mean, he is
and be effective, or he can play off the ball. He's got a one-year college.
Me about Russell. He's very strong in the pick, great vision, and he can
from three-point range. Williams has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game, and stolen by Russell. Lays it in off the breakaway.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
And you can say this just about every prospect, but I think with Russell, he'll need some time to adjust. He has the raw skill to play multiple spots on the floor, but each position has a nuance to it that he'll need some time to learn.
1:07 left to play in the first quarter. Kicks to Nance. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. The Milwaukee Bucks ended last season 41 up and 41 down. A perfect 500 mark, and they were the epitome, Clark, of average at the end of the season. And as you can see, even during it.
Well, they're a young team, but at one point, 17-17. Also had an 11-11 record again.
Los Angeles leading by 6. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Man in at point guard. Jabari Parker is out there with Monroe. Then it's Jared Bayless, and it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the 12 points, and along with Miller defense as well. Overall, just an incredible bonus for his team as he made a big impact coming off the bench.
All right, thanks, Doris.
He really does. It was one of his better performances, and that's saying something because we've seen this guy have a lot of good ones.
And you'd have to imagine that he'll be out to build on it, to go one better here tonight.
Lakers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter.
And the Bucks were average last season. I mean, they were 17-17, also 7-7 at home, 10-10 on the road, 5-5 in the games leading up to that. So in every measurable way, they were 500.
And Hibbert with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Hibbert touched it last. Michael Carter-Williams. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Lakers lead by 2. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Roy, you've gotten some bench production tonight that's made an impact here. Tell us how the depth has shaped the team's mentality and identity.
Well, we're complete.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull. The Bucks making a switch here. Freaks checked in. The Lakers in the lead. Julius Randle is, and it's Huertas in at the 2.
Well, as they've built this league.
He's picked up by Russell. Man, and right away they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Freaks got 8.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range. Trading blows from behind the arc.
Here's Russell. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to be on Freak. For Los Angeles, they have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
Well, clearly the Lakers were not a great team. I mean, they did have one of their better bench units last season. They led the league in points off the bench, but that was more an indictment of the quality of the starters than the firepower of the bench.
Hibbert. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And defensively, these guys are looking for answers. Since halftime, they've seemed disjointed and out of sync. They have got to get back that rhythm defensively.
And who has been a greater enigma than Roy Hibbert, a guy who can look like an all-star Clark one game and an undrafted free agent the next?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing the kind of swings Roy has had. He's been really good at times. Sometimes he gets in his own way with overthinking things, but I think he's got everything he needs to be an upper-tier center, upper echelon center. Just has lacked consistency the last year or two.
Freak dishes to Parker. From the wing. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
And that's an aggressive play to try to get the rebound. Just a little too aggressive.
And unnecessary. That's over the top. That's doing too much, Greg. He wasn't in good position there, and he was never going to get the ball. He just wasted a foul.
Here's Randall. The rebound by Middleton. Middleton's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And on the topic of Hibbert, he was an enigma in college, had a very encouraging junior season, looked like a future lottery pick, and then that uninspiring senior season, which kind of dropped his draft stock considerably.
Pass to Huertas. Hibbert with the screen. Another shot. The shot is off. The Bucks go the other way with it. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
And really, had they just shot their average from the free throw line in that game, I think that probably changes the outcome.
No doubt. I mean, because there is a carryover effect when you're not having success at the line.
That's tipped. Second chance shot. Good as the jump shot falls. And the Lakers lead by 8.
You know, going back to Hibbert, last season was a perfect example of what we're talking about in terms of consistency. One game he puts up 22 and 8, the next game 2 and 1. But, you know, every team in the league would like to be in the Roy Hibbert game once the light finally goes on and stays on. Consistency, the challenge for Hibbert.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lovely. Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Bass. Julius Randle comes in for Nance. Ryan is checked in for Williams. And it's Russell in for Clarkson. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, man in at shooting guard. Jabari Parker is out there with Chris Middleton. Then it's Greg Monroe. And it's Carter Williams in at the point. Can they get it? Good on that shot. And with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Mann. Outside, Russell. And it's Bryant in the corner. Back to Hibbert. The kick out to Young. Here's Randall. Rockets trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. It could be a three-point play.
That's what this team needs right now. Solid scoring chances.
Giannis Antetokounmpo is checked in. Rick's checked in for Milwaukee. Bucks trail by 14.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Los Angeles.
They made more foul shots, and that was the difference.
And that was a huge advantage. The free throw game always a significant barometer in terms of who wins and loses.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And a great team effort, but still, what an individual performance for Russell. You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it.
And it's Freak missing.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
And the foul called on Freak. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And the Lakers with possession here. That's tipped. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Larry Nance.
Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
Jordan Clarkson. Marcelino Huertas. Out of bounds. Lakers ball.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
Well, you know, it makes a big difference. I mean, you never felt like they had any doubts that they'd come out on top.
And now,
we got to forget about that one.
Kevin, thank you. Kobe, obviously a great win. You guys played formidable team defense out there.
We did a good job controlling the pace. You know, they made some tough shots.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thanks, Kevin, and let's take a look now as no matter what they threw at him during the second half, it seemed like he had the answer and was able to find all the shots he wanted.
His play tonight, Ernie, was finally a bright spot for him.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew,